Hi everyone, I'm Rue. How do you make tough choices? Do you flip a coin? Okay, heads, I'll do my homework, and tails, I play video games. Heads. Okay, best 2 out of 3. Maybe you make decisions by looking it up on the internet. Should I eat cake or ice cream? Ooh, why cake is the best. Oh, wait, here's one about why ice cream's better. Why you should never eat cake or ice cream. And this person only eats mayonnaise on crackers. Ew! Making decisions can be tough, but it's easier when you have good help. This week on The Source, let's watch who Trixie turns to for help when she has a tough choice of her own to make.
And print.
I don't dig it. Trixie, there you are. I have so many questions.
About?
God.
Dude, all questions go to Mr. C. I'm still learning as much as you are.
Okay, how about this one? Who created God?
I have no idea.
Okay. What about this one? Why did God create people?
Did I just walk in on a staring contest?
No, Bowie's just asking really hard questions.
Mr. Corbin, you could totally answer my questions.
No, I don't think robots can defeat dinosaurs.
That's not my question. Wait, why don't you think they would win? They have bionic arms and legs and they have blasters.
Bowie, you're getting off topic.
Right. Mr. Corbin, who created God?
What?
Well, what's his origin story? I mean, in my comics, every character gets their power from somewhere. What about God?
Well, Bowie, I don't think God has an origin story. I think he just always was.
Well, how do you know that?
Well, the Bible makes it pretty clear.
Okay, but other than the Bible, we don't even hear about God in history class.
You know, why don't we do a whole issue on it? Like we talk about the questions that students may have about God.
What do you think, Trixie?
I'm in. I'd like to have some of my questions answered.
Okay, you two work on it together. Let me know what you come up with.
Hey! These books look super old. Maybe there's some information in them.
Bowie, I think those are yearbooks.
Exactly. Maybe we could find out what God was doing in the year, say, 1975. He was the son of Zeus.
Bowie, are you finding anything?
Not really. I mean, I'm kind of getting lost. The Bible is not an easy book to read.
I know, but it's also really interesting. Like, there's this one story in here that this guy got eaten by a fish.
I know. They're like even cooler than my comics. I mean, you get giants, walls falling down, fiery trees. I'm just slightly confused.
What are you guys doing?
Working on our next issue for the paper.
Looks intense.
It is.
What are you writing about?
God.
What?
Mr. Corbin said we could write an issue about God. It's just not as easy as I thought.
Of course it's not easy. God's not real.
Wait, what do you mean?
Exactly what I said. God's not real.
God's real.
How do you know?
Because I started following him.
Yeah, me too.
Why?
Gabby, it's been a really tough year, and God's helped me through it.
Yeah, and he totally cares about us.
I can't do this. Look, if you guys want to write about God, then I can't be a part of this issue.
I did not expect that.
Yeah, me neither.
I mean, I kind of did because that's what Gabby does, but
I don't get it. She's usually all about speaking the truth.
God is real, right?
Yeah.
Guys, I just walked past Gabby in the hall. She looks really upset.
Yeah, she is, Mr. Corbin.
She's not cool with our current issue.
Yeah, she's like totally mad at God.
Look, you guys don't have to write about this, okay? We can change the issue to be about something else.
Yeah, I agree with Mr. Corbin.
No, I don't think we should change the whole issue. I think we should just change the angle.
The angle, what do you want to write about?
Instead of trying to explain God, I want to explain what God means to me.
Well, that's a pretty personal story. Are you sure you want to do that?
People need to know who God is.
That's very brave, Trixie.
Sharing my story helped Bowie. I wonder who else it can help. It's worth the risk.
Hey, Trixie, how's the article going?
It's a lot harder than I thought. Read this.
In a world where I've always felt alone, for the first time I don't. And it's all because of a friend. A friend that won't leave my side. Well, well that's great. This is like one of the best things I've ever read.
You think?
I mean, I'm crying, and I don't cry. I need a minute.
Hey,
Hey.
Gabby, you need to read Trixie's article.
No, she doesn't. It's okay.
No, but it's so good.
is it about God?
Yeah.
Then I can't. Mr. Corbin, I'm glad you're here.
What's the matter?
You have to stop this issue. Trixie can't write about God.
Gabby, it's her honest feelings. That's what this paper's all about. Okay, if you want to write an article explaining how you see God, then you can.
This is not why I created this paper.
Hold on. Don't you mean we?
No, I mean I. If you print this, I can't be a part of this paper anymore.
Gabby, come on.
Well, I'm not taking it out.
If we print Trixie's article, I am not a part of this paper anymore.
Gabby, come on, you don't mean that.
No, I do. It's nothing personal. I just don't want this to become a God thing.
Well, this article is personal to me.
Gabby, if Trixie wants to write an article about how she sees God, then you have the option of sharing your opinion too, okay? The article stays.
Then I don't.
Hey, Trixie. I'm sorry. I know this has been a tough year for you, but I want you to know that your article's really good. I just don't agree with it. I don't think I can do this paper anymore. I hope you do great. You're a really good writer. I'll miss you. Gabby.
Trixie, your article. Everyone's talking about it.
What do you mean?
Everyone loves it.
Not everybody.
So she really quit, huh?
I think so.
Okay, but you started something in this school, Trixie. People are actually talking about God. And it's because of you.
Trixie, your article's really buzzing around the school. You even got the teachers talking about it in the teachers' lounge.
I know, but Gabby loved this. And I don't think she's gonna come back this time. I mean, did I even do the right thing?
Your article touched a lot of lives, Trixie. Being that open is going to ruffle some feathers. Some people won't like it.
one of those people is my best friend.
Maybe let her know how you feel. Write down how much she means to you. I mean, your words have a lot of power. And in time, maybe Gabby will listen.
Whoa, what a tough decision to make. Even though Trixie couldn't control how Gabby would react to the article, I'm still glad she wrote it. Sometimes I've wished that I can control the things that happen in my life. I've thought things like, if only I'd gotten that question right. If only I looked a little different. Ugh, if only I was more popular, then I'd be happy. If only I hadn't changed schools, then my life would be perfect. Sadly, we can't always control what happens to us. I love acting and being in plays, and sometimes I have to audition for roles that I get. And I really, really hope I get a certain one. And sometimes I don't get them, and I feel really sad. When things don't go our way, I learned that it's totally okay to feel disappointed, sad, lonely, or even angry. We can't control what happens to us, but we can choose how we respond to what happens. Okay, Rue, but what if stuff got, really bad? I have just the story. For a guy named Daniel, things got about as bad as they could have. You can read Daniel's story in the book of Daniel, in the Bible. Daniel had been taken from his home to a place called Babylon and had to work for their king. Daniel was totally rocking it, but he also had some enemies. These enemies tricked the king into signing a law that said everyone could only worship him. They couldn't pray or follow anyone else, not even God. Hello, King. Can you please sign this? You don't read it, just sign. Ooh. If anyone prayed or followed God, they would be thrown into a pit with lions in it. Daniel could have said, if only they hadn't tricked the king, I'd follow God, but I guess I can't now. Instead, Daniel made a super brave choice. He prayed. He chose to follow God even when it cost him everything. And sure enough, his enemies caught Daniel praying and dragged him to the pit full of lions. They threw him in and closed it up. Hello? Hello? Is anybody there? Daniel waited for the lions to come after him. And waited. And waited. But they didn't come. God kept the lions' mouths closed, and Daniel was safe. Fast forward to the next day. They opened the pit, and there was Daniel chilling with his cuddly new lion friends. That's amazing. God is awesome. But I think we can learn a lot from Daniel in that story. Okay, we don't keep pits of lions around today. When our friends do something we know is wrong, will we go along with it? Or choose to do what God says is right? When something bad happens, will we follow our anger and get mean? Or will we choose to trust God and tell him how we feel? Here's something to remember. God made us to live for him. Daniel knew that living for God was worth it, even when it was difficult. Whatever you're going through, you have a choice, and you can choose to live the way God made you to. It can be difficult, but God will always be with you. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next week.